Go.
Alright. Little Johnny's in school.
Oh, goddamn.
You running?
Yes, I am.
God.
Don't
I'm going to be ugly. I had something pretty next to me. Anyway, little Johnny's in school one day. And the teacher says she's going to call out letters of the alphabet.
Honey, which one are you doing? Sorry.
Well, she says A. And she looks around the room. Little Johnny's like this. He's got his hand up, you know. And she says, no, I can't call on him because I know him. Well, she calls on Sally. Sally says, apple. A begins in apple. Well, good, Sally. That's really good. And then she goes, B.
Oh.
She says, B. She looks around the room and little Johnny's like this again. Little Johnny. She says, no, I can't call on little Johnny. So she calls on Tommy. Tommy says, ball. Ball begins with B. That's real good, Tommy. She says C. She looks around the room. Little Johnny's like this, see. You know, no, I can't call on little Johnny. So she calls on Billy. Billy says, cat. Cat begins with C. Well, she's going on through the alphabet and trying to figure, you know. Finally, she gets to the letter R. And little Johnny's back there. He's got his hand way up like this. Nobody else got their hands raised. She gets to thinking. She said, well, you know, there's really nothing that's bad that begins with R. You know? So she says, okay, Johnny, you can answer that. Johnny says, rat. Rat with a dick. That goddamn wrong. So she gets mad at him. She says, she sends him in the hall and she says, you cannot come back in this classroom until you can think of a poem that doesn't have any cuss words in it. So he says, okay. So he's sitting in the hall. Well, while he's sitting there, a roach runs up the wall in front of him and he says, that's pretty good. So he says, teacher, come here. So she comes out in the hall and he says, I got one. She says, well, you're going to have to tell me before you tell the class so I can see if it's, you know, okay. He says, okay. She said, well, what is it? He says, while I was sitting in the hall, I seen a roach run up, a cockroach run up the wall. She says, oh, okay. She said, that's pretty good. She said, but when you tell the class, leave the cock off the roach. He says, okay. So he goes up, he stands up in front of the class, and he says, while I was sitting in the hall, I seen a cockroach run up the wall. That is cock. Ain't that some shit?